This coin has no voice of its own, no heartbeat, no breath. Yet within its worn gold surface, it holds the silent, unbreakable memory of every single second that has passed across the last 1,000 years of human history. It was born in the fierce, roaring heat of an ancient mint, during an era when golden empires stretched across vast continents like rivers of light, when rulers commanded armies and built cities that touched the sky, stamped forever with the proud, solemn mark of a monarch whose name once echoed through marble palaces, crowded bazaars, and blood-soaked battlefields. It felt the crushing, merciless weight of kingdoms collapsing all around it, buried deep under layers of ash, dust, and destruction during a brutal invasion that left entire cities in ruins, trampled beneath the iron hooves of conquerors who swept across the land like a storm. Yet somehow, against every force of chaos and time, it survived, quiet, enduring, unbroken. Carried gently across endless burning deserts on the legendary Silk Road, a path woven with both shimmering dreams of fortune and the constant shadow of danger. Guarded night after night under the flickering, protective light of campfires in distant oases, traded in far-flung markets for rolls of precious silk, jars of fragrant spices, and stories whispered between strangers, passing quietly from one weary, calloused hand to another, crossing wide, raging rivers on fragile rafts, climbing treacherous, frozen mountain passes where the wind howled. It entered the hidden, glittering royal vaults of powerful kings, held reverently in the palm of a monarch who ruled over lands far beyond the horizon, studied carefully under the trembling, solitary flame of a single candle in a silent chamber, then locked away inside ornate treasure chests lined with deep velvet and guarded by iron, where it waited in patient darkness as years turned slowly. In the turbulent age of steamships, colonial empires, and the first whispers of it resurfaced once again in a noisy, crowded market by the edge of the sea.
How about 2 coins?
2, a bit high.
3 then?
3 sounds fair.
This ancient coin, miss, a true rarity.
May I see it closer?
A simple, everyday exchange of hands and glances, yet one that carried the invisible weight of centuries within a single fleeting, moving silently, unnoticed from one life into the unknown, uncharted next chapter of another. The coin moved on through the quiet, relentless flow of time and the stillness of forgotten corners, lying unnoticed for decades in dusty drawers, locked boxes, and attic trunks, waiting patiently until someone, many years later, rediscovered it among faded family photographs, yellowed letters, and half-remembered keepsakes, still exactly the same, unchanged in its essence after all these long, long centuries. Even now, in this quiet moment, it still carries every story it has ever witnessed, every trembling hand that once held it, every empire that rose in glory and fell to dust around it, every whispered promise and every unspoken farewell, waiting quietly, patiently for the next person who will lift it.
Subscribe for more stories like this.